Job market numbers seem to run contrary to headlines. I have two hiring numbers for April, 115,000 and 109,000, of course, from two different sources. Either way, this is not a bad number for new hires, not at all. Note that March reportedly had even stronger hiring at 185,000. That is such a rosy number. I'm not sure it's accurate, especially in light of the April number. So we're kind of playing roulette with these numbers coming out. The unemployment rate stayed at 4.3%. As I've cautioned in previous episodes, I'm not a big fan of the unemployment number since people out of work for a long time actually drop out of this statistic. Many people with good work experience and solid educations are telling me they've been looking for work for more than 6 months. So we are definitely facing mixed signals, as I'm sure a lot of my audience out there faces similar circumstances. We often find people in our lives that are unemployed, and yet these unemployment numbers seem to stay positive. The big winner in hiring is healthcare, driven by our aging population, which creates a constant stream of demand for caretakers and those with health field-related experience. Some other reasons for the good hiring numbers include Trump starting the penalty cost of $100,000 to hire foreign H-1B visa holders and the surge in deportations and self-deportations. The story on those foreign H-1Bs is that the background on that is to allow people who are not citizens of the United States to take certain jobs if they have skills that are not readily available in the United States. The problem with the program has been enforcement, not the program itself, but it is alleged that a lot of these people are simply being brought in because they're cheap labor, which hurts American workers. So the program does need to be policed better. I don't know that we need this big penalty cost up front, but we'll see. Many of our boomers are trying to stay in the job market due to the high cost of living and children staying at home longer due to inflation, making it more difficult for those entering the job market to get that first house. Job turnover is low. Those who have jobs are clinging to them, while a handful of companies like Meta have announced mega layoffs. Most employers are taking a moderate approach to reducing their workforces. Another interesting suggestion is that consumers are spending more due to the Trump tax cuts, and so retail hiring is good. This makes some sense since consumers were out of money, so retail sales were starting to decline before these tax refunds started to come in. So the consumers are back out there spending some money, best I can tell. Thanks for listening to this episode of Saving America, and we want to remind you that I do have 2 books out. Decline of America is my first book, where I talk about the American presidency during the American Empire from Wilson through Obama, and we will be coming out in the future with a sequel which will include chapters on Biden and Trump, of course. Thanks for joining us. We really appreciate your feedback and concerns. And remember, you can always like, comment, and subscribe. And if you've got any ideas for a specific episode or topic, be sure to let us know in the comments. And we generally not only read all the comments, we try and take action based on them. And you can also see us at our website, drdavesavesamerica.com.